Hello everyone, welcome back to Free Kick. I hope you are doing well. To all the football lovers, make yourself at home because you are at the right place. Today we will discuss Real Madrid's upcoming Champions League match against Atalanta. And as you know, the last time these two teams faced, it was during the UEFA Super Cup, and Real Madrid won 2-0, taking the trophy. There are numerous good news on Real Madrid's side. The first one is Vini's return, and the second one is the fact that Rodrigo is also back. And with this news, we hope to be honored to see our favorite trio play together again. But before doing anything else, let us talk in length about the two teams. On one side, you have Real Madrid, a team that has encountered many problems during the past months. Real Madrid is currently second in La Liga standings and have good chances to finish first if they win their next two matches in La Liga. However, the Champions League is much more complicated since Real Madrid is 24th on the standings and is currently nearly eliminated. So that match against Atalanta becomes a do or die one. And on the other side, there is Atalanta, a team that is doing very well in Serie A and that didn't lose any of its last 5 league matches. They are even currently top of their league and are on a record of 9 wins in a row. And the least we can say is that their consistency extends to the Champions League, since they are currently part of the 8 qualified teams and managed to stay unbeaten. We will now explore the strengths and weaknesses of each of these teams, starting with Real Madrid. The greatest strength of this team is their ability to occupy the spaces left by the opponents and use them to generate goal-scoring opportunities. But they also have two major weaknesses. The first one being the fact that they tend to lack creativity and inspiration, and that is due to the fact that Ancelotti only likes to use defensive tactics and profiles most of the time, at the expense of the creative aspect. In addition, their finishing has also not been clinical enough for some time now, and they need to take care of it because they might end up regretting any missed occasion against Atalanta. In turn, Atalanta also has 3 great strengths that they can exploit. Firstly, their counter-attacks are fast and dangerous. We can see it here against AC Milan. They ran towards the box and found spaces. Then Ademola Lookman took a shot. He did not score, but this was a great opportunity. Then the Atalanta players are also good at duels and handle 1-versus-1 situations pretty well, just as it is illustrated here against Milan. The attacker struggled to win the ball against Theo Hernandez, but he succeeded and he ended up running towards the box and he scored. And finally, Atalanta knows very well how to leverage the set pieces they get. Right there against Roma, they scored this corner kick and it was very fast, so the goalkeeper didn't really realize when it happened. They also did the same against Milan, so Real Madrid should be cautious not to give away too many corner kicks and free kicks. Despite everything, Atalanta also has one great weakness. At times, their block is not entirely compact, and as a result, they leave spaces. For instance, it happened here against Napoli. You can see how the players are disseminated and they left many spaces uncovered. So Napoli gladly took advantage of that to try their luck. It was fruitless in the end, but they must watch out because Real Madrid loves spaces. Now let's move to the starting 11. This is the lineup I would like to see against Atalanta, with Vinicius, Rodrigo, Bellingham and Brahim Diaz as attackers. They understand each other well on the pitch, so it should work. Arda Güler and Valverde as midfielders for the creativity and solidity, and Garcia, Rudiger, Tchouaméni and Asensio in defense. The players of the defense are a reflection of what Ancelotti would do, and I would also do the same thing, to be honest, because the options are reduced. But I believe this is ultimately what Ancelotti would do. He would use Vinicius as a striker, then put Mbappe, Bellingham and Rodrigo to play around him. Modric and Valverde would be his midfielders, and he would probably use Mendy, Rudiger, Tchouaméni and Asensio as defenders. I had put Fran Garcia, but I believe he will use Mendy instead because he has more experience. Now we move on to the key players. The Atalanta players that Real Madrid should be careful of are the entire team because they can all score and assist, but most specifically Ademola Lookman and De Ketelaere. And in turn, Atalanta should be wary of Jude Bellingham, Vinicius, Rodrigo and Mbappe. It is now time to look at some interesting statistics. First, since the beginning of the season, Real Madrid has had an average possession of 60.4% compared to 55.7% for Atalanta, but I see the possession being balanced during this match, something like 45 to 55%. Real Madrid has an average of 6.2 shots on target per match compared to 6.1 for Atalanta. That is very much even. Real Madrid also has an average of 2.1 goals scored per match compared to 2.5 for Atalanta. And finally, Real Madrid conceded an average of 0.8 goals per match compared to 1.1 for Atalanta. Based on these statistics and all the information I gathered, my final prediction will be the following one. I believe this match will end in a draw between Atalanta and Real Madrid, with 2 goals scored on each side. Atalanta has proven to be a solid team, and Real Madrid is in a sort of transition. I am very impatient to watch this match, and we will see how it goes in the end. That was all for this match preview. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section and give your own predictions if you wish to do so. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you next time.